Hello guys, Mark Tabalon here. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I just want to talk about the Sony A7IV and what I think about the camera after using it and testing it for a month now. If you want to buy this camera and you are a bit hesitant because of a few things or minor issues, well, I can tell you right now that having this camera is so worth it. Despite of some issues like overheating or the crop factor in 60 FPS or in slow-mo. First of all, let's talk about the color and let's start with the video. I shot all the clips that I'm showing you right now in the screen in picture profile 8 and didn't change anything. I just left it to default. The color is really mouth-jawing. When you slap the conversion lot in there like the Sony A7III Rec 709 that I got it from the Sony website. I will put the link down below, so make sure to check that out. Having said that, my color grading has never been this easy since I got the Sony A7IV. I love it and it made my workflow super easy and fast. Also, Sony really did an amazing job by putting a log gamma assist in the camera, and it's my favorite feature by far. Because now, instead of guessing if you are getting the right white balance while filming or the right color out of the camera, now you can actually see what you are getting before you can even transfer the files to edit in post by having the log gamma assist turned on. For the photo, having the 33 megapixel and with the 15 stop of dynamic range, it produces a beautiful color and it's almost true to life color, which is super incredible. Here are some sample photos I took with the Sony A7IV. The camera is very incredible and I'm very happy with the results that I'm getting off of it. I remember when I first had my Sony A7 III, my first thought was I wish it had a flip out screen like some of the Canon cameras back in 2018, because it would really help me to see my framing when getting the low shots with my gimbal or even doing a simple vlog, and my only option at that time is to get an external monitor. But now with the new A7IV, I'm really super happy when they include the flip out screen feature in this camera body. Now let's talk about overheating. Unfortunately, this camera did overheat. I did some tests where how long this camera runs before it dies with overheating, and it gives me around 60 to 67 minutes before this camera dies on me. Here are all the settings I used during this testing. Just so you know guys, I shot everything in 4K resolution, and I'm sorry if I didn't try to test it in 1080p.
Everything's gonna be alright.
However, I heard when using the camera in 1080p, you would not experience any overheating problem with the camera. If you ask me if this is a problem, well, depends on the things that you are doing or you are filming. For example, if you are doing wedding videos, the longest that you need to record other than the toast or the speeches is the ceremony, and for some wedding ceremonies, they only last 10 to 20 minutes. So you shouldn't have to worry about overheating at this point. But on the other hand, if you are doing like a corporate conference videos that might take hours and hours of recording it, you might want to consider some other Sony bodies like the FX3 or the FX6. Having said that, I filmed about 3 weddings with the Sony A7IV camera already and never really had any issue about overheating, except the other weekends where it was at positive 34 degrees here in Canada. I keep seeing that overheating icon popping up from time to time, and to be honest, it scares me a little. Now, let's talk about the crop sensor mode at 60 frames per second in 4K. A lot of people are really hesitant buying this camera because of the crop factor when filming in 4K 60 frames per second. I will be honest with you, I wish the camera can do 4K 60p in full frame utilizing the full 7K oversample of the A7 IV. But hey, at least you still get that 4K resolution when filming in 60 frames per second. And if Sony did give us the 4K 60 frames per second in full frame, I think people would just buy the Sony A7 IV over the Sony A7S III. So, to compensate the crop mode, and the solution that I came up with is the lens selection when filming in 4K 60 frames per second. I love using the Tamron 17-28, or if you have the 16-35 G Master lens, it's even better with the Sony A7 IV camera, because it still gives me that wide field of view when filming, having 17mm to 25mm equivalent in crop mode. And if I need to get a close-up shot of my subject, I would just punch it into 28mm, and that gives me around 44mm when filming much close-up shots with my subject, and still getting the best result. I really didn't think this is an issue or a problem about this camera, but if you think so, you should consider buying the Sony A7S III. If you want the full frame 120 frames per second in 4K resolution, or even the FX6 or the FX3. But it will cost you a little bit more, if not triple the price. And you would have to give up that 33 megapixels in photo mode if that's what you want. That's it for me for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Mark Tablon, and I will surely update you more about the Sony A7 IV in the future, and if I run into some more problems or learn new things about it. But until then, I love you all, and I will see you at my next video. Peace out, guys.